Okay, so attendance muna tayo. So today is Feb 8. February 8. Fernandez, Fernandez Paul.
Present, sir.
Okay. Ano pa? Castro,
Present po, sir.
Hernan, Tangko, Ibrahim,
Present, sir.
Iman, Sharman, and Nartates. Nartates, Kenneth.
Present, sir.
Ano pa? Sheena Rose,
Sir, present.
Saalma, Sharman.
Present, sir.
Okay, so by the way, this is our class code. I'll be sending this in in our chat box here in Google Meet, and then kindly send them to your classmates yung mga hindi pa nakapag-join. Okay? Great. Integrative and programming. Okay, so anyway, so for the IT15 integrative and programming. So you're done with the web, platform-based web last semester. So this is the continuation of that. Okay? Wait lang. Okay. This is the continuation of the web. Again, you will be creating a web application in this subject. Our programming language is PHP. Okay. By the way, class, do you have information management subject? Are you enrolled on that subject? Class? Hello? Still there? Sir, hangka maawatan. Yung audio. So, ibig sabihin, may problema yung audio niya. Okay, so, okay ba yung call? Sir, we can't hear you. Hello? Wait lang, baka nasa settings, wait. Okay, how about now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay na yung audio?
One sir.
Okay, good. Sa settings yan. Okay, so again, this is the continuation of the web application. Like I said, uh, our programming language, by the way, is PHP. Okay, PHP. By the way, class, are you enrolled in information management subject?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I talked to Ma'am Ja Nelly Mendez, and for your final project, it is a combined project of the two subjects. Okay, the Infoman for the database, and then for the front end is the integrative and programming. Okay. Anyway, in this subject, we'll be using the PHP as our programming language, and then again, you will be creating a web application, but this time, it will be connected to a database. Okay, and then basically, you will be creating a system. Okay, for example of a system, basically we have the uh, yung point of sale. Oh. So example of that is the point of sale, and we have the inventory and point of sale. Okay, so this is an example of a point of sale there, where you can sell products, parang buy and sell. So you will be creating that system later on. Okay, like for example, Shopee and Lazada. So those are example of point of sale system. So you will be creating that one, and that will be your one of your project. Okay, so take note, by the way, if you don't have any output, what is the output? What is your output? The output is your final project, which is the system. And then later on, you will be presenting your system by finals. And it is by group. By group. Okay, so anyway, uh, I'll be giving you this reference. So week 1, I will not I will not give you an activity for this week for the meantime. But so this is my references. Okay, so for the references, I'm using tutorialspoint.com, and then also the uh, w3schools.com. So I'm using those websites. Okay. Mm. Okay. And then what else? So this is our first week. references, PHP, and then one of the requirements of this subject is the SAMP. Okay, so I already know that Ma'am Ja requires you to download SAMP and install that in your computer unit. So again, we'll be using the SAMP, okay? And I've already posted the link where you can download the SAMP, okay? Yeah. Anyway, class, do you have any question, clarification? And so far? Wala pa?
Answer.
Okay. Again, I mean, for this schedule, for our synchronous class, so our synchronous class is every Tuesday and Wednesday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay? So, for the... So, schedule for the synchronous class, um, Tuesday and Wednesday, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Hmm. Every Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. Okay, so that is our schedule for the synchronous class every Tuesday and Wednesday, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. So for the PHP, basically, a PHP is used for developing a system more on a web application. Okay, so gagawa kayo ng web application using the PHP. So this is another programming language. By the way, class, for the in our topics during our web platform-based web, the HTML is not a programming language. HTML is a markup language only. Okay? CSS is not a programming language, but rather it is a cascading style for designing your web page. Okay? The CSS. Now, one of the requirements also in this subject is you have a knowledge in basic HTML and CSS. So I've already during our web subject, I've already discussed to you the HTML and then the CSS, the cascading style. And there. Okay. So for this subject, it's more on the PHP. So it is additional programming language that you can use to create a web application, and then later on you will be developing your project using this one. Okay? So, ulitin ko ulit, kailangan you have a knowledge in HTML and the CSS, and as well as for the JavaScript also. Yan. So I'll be starting discussing this one by next meeting, which is tomorrow. uh, tutorials point. And so, what is PHP? Introduction, environment, and so on. Now, yeah. So PHP and then combination of the HTML and CSS and then exam. And then during your midterm, you have to connect your web application to a database there. Okay, so you have the update module, delete module, read module, the login module using the PHP session, live search, and then there you go. Until for the week 18, week 17, and week 18, you have to. This is for the finals. You will be presenting your project. Take note that if you don't have any project for this, if you don't have any project, you may fail in this subject. So, pwede kayong bumagsak. And take note that the final project is for the two subjects, the Infoman and the Integrative and Programming. So, dalawang subject yon. Okay? So, meaning if you don't have any, I mean, you don't have the final project, you fail to present your final project, then there is a chance that you will fail not only in this subject but also in the other subject which is the Infoman. So kung babagsak kayo dito sa subject na to, pwede rin kayong bumagsak sa ibang subject which is the Infoman. Okay? Any question? Clarification? Class?
None, sir.
Okay, good. Ayan. I think that's all for now. And then again, please do install this sample ready so that you are ready in our activities, in our next activities. So let me check again your attendance. Belleza, Carbonel, Corpus,
Present, sir.
Carbonel,
Present, sir.
Corpus, Cortez,
Present, sir.
Lacanay, Cortez present, Lacanay, Lacanay, hala, De La Cruz, Emmanuel, De La Cueva, Mark, Inong, Carl, wala pa, Magno,
Present, sir.
Murillo,
Present, sir.
Narcisse, Lawrence, Quiñones, Raquepo, Valdez, Goson, present. Okinikaro Sara, Oriente.
Present, sir.
Mhm. Okay, so let me repeat. Your schedule for the synchronous class is every Tuesday and Wednesday only. From 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And it's already posted in our Google Classroom. Any question?
No, sir.
None po,
Ah.
sir.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, so see you next meeting. Okay?
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye.
sir. Bye, sir.